Hello folks, so welcome to StableMaster. I'm just going to walk you through the initial configuration of your tenant. So basically when you log in, you'll be presented with your dashboard view, which is here. A few dashboard views we've already pre-configured for all of our customers, and by all means feel free to recommend any or suggest any new dashboard reports, and we'll be happy to put those up for you. As we say, StableMaster's constantly evolving, so we're always looking for feedback. So you're in your dashboard view, you go to settings, and then there are a whole bunch of different settings you can configure in order to make StableMaster run the way you want it to run. And also to ensure you get the richest experience out of StableMaster. So first thing to set up is your account. So we just click on account. In here you put in your organization name. Obviously for demonstration purposes we're called Acme Riding Center. Email address, so the kind of principal email address that you need to be contacted on. What your website is, any kind of registration number in terms of the equine industry, any particular registration number you can put in there. Facebook details, Twitter details, your VAT number. So this VAT number obviously ends up on your invoicing and billing. Bank details, obviously bank name, account number, any IBAN number for international payments, sort code, etc. PayPal details also, and then any licenses held by the organisation. Again, you know, with the expiry date, that automatically sets a reminder in the system to remind you that your key licenses are up for renewal. Again, insurance details, purely just to hold that information there, and then obviously the address and telephone numbers for your organisation. And then key here is your currency. So as Acme is based in the UK, we've selected the UK currency, pound sterling, and then the time zone. All of this obviously has a bearing on how your invoices are produced, etc. So save that. So that's your account details created. What we also thought it'd be useful, just in terms of when you're offering lessons, what a lot of riding schools tend to do is have a different sets of age ranges, and then obviously bill customers off the back of those age ranges. So this is where you can set those parameters here. So obviously we've gone 0 to 12, 13 to maximum age of 100. I'm sure there are older people who are still riding above 100, but that's what we've got at the moment. So save that. That's all good. Back to settings. Customer types, very important. Customer types. So this is totally configurable and customizable to your own stable requirements. So what we've done here is we've got disabled customers. We've got livery customers, DIY, full livery, part livery, riding school customers, school, college, university, senior citizen, volunteer. And what this allows you to do is obviously offer discounts and certain concessions to the various customers and customer types. You go in, it's very straightforward. Yeah, effectively, what is the name of the customer type? It's purely free text. You go in there, configure it, and you can enable it or disable it. So let's disable disabled. And then as you can see here, disabled now as a customer type in the configuration data. So disabled won't be available when we are adding customers to lessons, for example. So that's settings on customer types. Ethnicities, as you can imagine, very straightforward. Pop in your ethnicities and save them. And that's really purely around demographic data, really for wider reporting. Employees, so this is important, super important. So employees are effectively people who can access StableMaster as a system, and they are also assignable to tasks and lessons and care tasks within the system. So this is where you set them up. So typically, employee name, assign them a color so they can easily recognize themselves when we're looking at the calendar view. We'll show you that later. And then you give them a set of roles within the stable. So instructor, so if you take lessons, for example, caretaker, somebody who takes care of various care regimes for various horses, feeding, for example. Can they use the system? Have they been CRB checked? So that's the ability to work with young people. And then are they enabled as an employee? So clearly we just go in and add a new employee, add all of their various detail here, and save them. And let's go in and edit Jessica. You see what a typical employee file looks like. So as you can see, Jessica is currently an instructor. She's not a caretaker. If we want to make her a caretaker, we can. That means she can be assigned to care tasks within the system. Save that. And she's updated as a caretaker. So that's employees. And then we're going to move on to, in the next section, we're just going to walk you through lessons, events, and facilities.